In this video, I'll be looking at the new Belacor model from Games Workshop. All right, so let's get this guy out of the box and see what we have. All right, so we've got the super truncated IKEA style minimalist card for him in the thing. I do think it's really cool that you have the two options, either the Sigmar or the Warhammer, for what you want the base to look like. And yeah, like, I mean, this is kind of cool. The whole base goes together, and then Belacor goes together and just sits right on top of it. And so that's really nice. I like that that's just going straight on here, so I can do all of my base work first and not have to worry about it. That's kind of something that, you know, maybe Games Workshop is starting to listen to, how some of the hobbyists like to be able to put all of these together. But, all right, so we've got the round and whole thing coming in on just 2 sprues. So, I mean, there's the wings first off. I mean, and these are pretty darn hefty. Really nice size to them. So here's the sword as well, which is, again, like, there's some really great size of what it is that's going on. We knew that this was going to be a pretty big piece. But here's what I want to do. I actually want to get a couple of these things out. I want to take these wings out, go ahead and get these out of the sprues. And I want to put together just the face, his face with the horns. And let's do a comparison with just how big Belacor is going to end up being side by side with one of our other pretty large demons. All right, so let's take a look at that. A big thanks to all of our patrons, and especially Eleni. If you'd like to support our channel, head over to patreon.com/rollforinitiative and check all the perks of being a patron. All right, so I took the time to get a couple of things put together. First of all, I mean, you know, this base is really fantastic. I like that the little figure, it just sets on the stairs. You could easily leave it off completely. This is our 40K, and with some sticky tack, or come on now, get on there. I had him on there. Well, you know, with some sticky tack or magnets, it'd be really easy to switch that out for the Sigmar. So that's really cool. But I mean, this base takes up quite a bit. I will say, clipping it out, you're going to have an X-Acto or an emery or board or both in order to clean up the flashing. There's a lot of really awesome detail just on this base alone, but it is not forgiving for all the little bits of flash. So, you know, maybe not a beginner's model for sure, but it really does look great. Just make sure that you're taking your time. Now, for a little bit of the size comparison that I wanted to be able to do, you know, so here we have just our regular rubric, and this is just his head. And you can see, I mean, kind of how massive this is going to be, all told. Again, for comparison, here we have ourselves just our nice regular demon prince, and comparing just the size of his head to the demon prince head. I mean, it's quite a bit bigger already. These wings compared to his wing, they're, you know, probably half again, or twice the size, pretty easily. Now, to compare him to the largest that I do have, which is our, you know, we've got Magnus going on here. Now, wing comparison, it looks like Magnus's wings do take up more square inches overall, just with how far they're spread. But, I mean, that's a really good size that we can see going on. Staff there. Again, looking at the size of their heads compared, it's pretty darn close. Magnus is a big figurine, and just from these few bits as they stand next to each other, it certainly looks like Be'lakor is going to be right up there with Magnus in terms of size. So, got a lot of really great stuff. How do you sit on there? His foot goes someplace very specific. Ah, there it is. I got it. In terms of size, this is going to be a pretty beefy sculpt. So there you've got it, Be'lakor. Did you pick one up? Were you able to get one right away at launch, or did you not? And do you think you will now, or are you going to wait a little bit? What do you think? We got to take a look at the absolute size of this thing, all of the different options, and really see the care and work that went into his glow up. I can't wait to have it all finished up and get it onto a table. What do you think of Be'lakor? I would love to see those conversations going on in the comments below. And until next time, I'm Ryan, and this is Roll for Initiative. Bye.